Welcome back. You're still with us on Startup Street. Sugar Cosmetics is now backed by Bollywood actor Ranveer Singh. This partnership between the actor and omni-channel beauty company is expected to further strengthen Sugar's position among its Gen Z and millennial consumers in India. Shilpa Ranipeta spoke to Vinita Singh, the co-founder of Sugar Cosmetics, to know about the company's latest Bollywood connection and its IPO plans. Take a look.
We didn't want just a Bollywood face, but we wanted somebody who really can, help us in this journey from here towards our IPO. And we really thought that Ranveer he does have a sense of business, he does have a sense of brands, and he does also have a sense of beauty and fashion. So we thought that he would be a good fit. And that's how we decided to get him on board. So he's come in and joined our Series D round at this stage, he's going to be on our cap table. I can't disclose the exact amount that he's put in, but it's at the same valuation that Elle Catterton came in.
So you said Ranveer can help Sugar in its journey towards the IPO. So give us a sense of what your plans are with respect to going public. You previously said that an IPO around 2024. So are those plans still on track?
Yeah. So journey to IPO is probably going to be about a 3-year journey. We will be looking at the right time for us to actually start planning it more seriously and, going towards the DRHP. As of now, the only clarity we have is that the IPO will happen. But there are a lot of factors that go in while planning that,
Vinita, let's talk about the financials as well. What revenues did Sugar clock in FY22 and what targets do you have for FY23? Also tell me, by when do you expect to be profitable?
So FY22 numbers, of course, are still under audit, but our FY23 net revenue target for the company is 500 crore. We're pretty much, almost halfway down the year and pretty much on track for that. This year, which is again FY23, we will, probably be about minus 10 to 15% on EBITDA. But the path to profitability is FY24. We're very confident of being profitable next FY. We're investing in growth in FY23, and we do feel that because of the fact that the last 2 years overall the market for color cosmetics didn't grow as fast. This year is a very important year for the industry as well as for us.
Okay, great. And speaking of your offline presence, how many stores do you have currently and how many do you plan to add in this year? And give me a sense of how much of this would be in tier 2-3 markets?
So, Shilpa, we're currently present in about 40,000 stores. We have 115 of our own stores as well. And we're looking at overall FY23 ending with about 60,000 stores network where Sugar will be present. And apart from that, we're also looking at, being in 200 of our own stores. So, tier 2-3 as of now is around about 50 to 60% of our business. I think over the next couple of years, that will grow to about 70 to 75% of our business. We're doing, we're even looking at some own stores in tier 2 and tier 3 cities.
Vinita, a lot of consumer brands, companies have major expectations from this festive season. Now, after all, it's the first near normal year we've had since the pandemic. So how much of Sugar's sales come from this festive period and what are your expectations in terms of sales this time?
So, Shilpa, actually, we're bracing for the festive season already because we've started on a very exciting note. This weekend was phenomenal. It was, our biggest weekend ever. For us, we typically consider the period from September to February as peak season. So it's a fairly long window of about 5 months. And we typically see that during these 5 months, we do about 60-65% of our annual business. Categories which are highly linked to festival demand, like color cosmetics, will see their largest numbers come through over the last decade. And so we're actually very excited about this season, and especially the September to Feb period. We do expect that for us, our entire monthly revenue run rate is going to jump by about 40 to 50%.
And lastly, give me a sense of your product expansion plans. Are you eyeing new categories or new product segments? And will this be through organic launches? And what is your inorganic strategy as well through acquisitions?
So as of now, we're very focused on, firstly, trying to become the #1 color cosmetics brand in India. And secondly, ensuring that the other brand that we've acquired gets to the 100 crore mark. So these two are the short-term goals for us. Inorganic expansion and acquisition is, of course, something that, because we've just raised funding, we do have a war chest for that. And it's something that we keep evaluating every month. And, because of the fact that there's been a funding slowdown, I think there are a lot more companies in the market that are open to strategic investments from brands like us. Now, so we're, speaking to brands who are solving certain specific problems across the board, but they should have a product market fit.
And with that, it is a wrap on this edition of Startup Street. More news and updates coming up on the other side. Stay tuned.